Good day, sir. I am the Cadet Kirk Benedict Okab, and I am here to explain how to calculate all of these followings. So first question here is, if the variation and the deviation are given, how to determine compass error? So to determine the compass error, if the variation and the deviation are given, you must calculate the variation and the deviation to get the compass error. So in my example here is, determine compass error if the variation is 4 degree east and the deviation is 3 degree east. So if the same name, you must add, and if different name, you must subtract. So as we can see, the example here is the same name, so we must add, and the compass error here is 7 degrees. So that's how to determine the compass error if the variation and deviation are given. So next question here is, if the compass error and the variation are given, how to determine the deviation? So to determine the deviation, we must calculate the compass error and the variation. So here the example, we have 3 degree east in compass error and the variation is 2 degree east. Remember, in this situation, we must always reverse the sign into west if the variation is east. So we must subtract the compass error and the variation because they are unlike names. So the deviation here is 1 degree east. So why east? Because 3 is bigger than 2. And next question, if the true bearing and compass bearing are given, how to determine compass error? So calculate the compass bearing and the true bearing to get compass error. Example, true bearing we have 25 degrees and the compass bearing is 28 degree. So we must subtract and we can get 3 degree west. Why west? Because if compass is greater than true, the error is west, and if less, the error is east. So next question, if the compass course, deviation and the variation are given, how to determine the true course? So in here, we must do the candid man vote twice because we're gonna determine the true course. If baliktad siya ang compass error ang gipangita, we must do the true virgin metal companions. So in my example here, compass course is 330 degree, deviation 1 degree east, and the variation here is 1 degree east. So we must calculate first the compass course and deviation to get the magnetic course. So if east, we must add. If west, we must subtract. So in the example here is east, so we must add. So the magnetic here is 331 degree, and next we must add the magnetic and the variation to get the true course. So the true course here is 332 degree east. So next question is, the true course, variation and deviation are given, how to determine the compass course? So here we do the true version method companions. So in my example, true we have 219 degree, variation 3 degree west, deviation 4 degree west. So we must, if west we must add, if east we must subtract. So we must add the true and the true course and the variation, so we can get the magnetic course 222, and then we must add the magnetic and the deviation because the deviation is here is west. So the compass course here is 226 degree west. Why west? Because they the same names. So the last question here is how to update variation to the compass rose. So in my example here is, the current variation of 2005 is variation 7.23 degree west 2005 and 8 degree east. So for us to have the updated variation, we have the solution. So our current year is 2022, we must subtract the year of 2005. So we have 17 years, then multiply to 8 minutes. So we have 136 minutes, and then divided to 60. So we have 2 degree and 16 minutes east, and then apply the variation of 2005, 7 degree 25 minutes west, subtract by 2 degree and 16 minutes east. So we have 5 degree and 9 minutes west. So that's how to update the variation to the compass rose. So that's all. Thank you.